Hey guys, it's Kelly. I finally got some art journaling time in, like all day today. It was great. So I didn't start recording from the very beginning, so I'm recapping. I'm just showing you the colors that I used, and they're the Tim Holtz, the Adirondack dabbers, the paint dabbers. I really like those. So I made a big piece of tissue paper with that little piece that Kim Reed gave me, and I just used the teal and the orange. Actually, it was like Pool was the name of the color. And then I tore it to fit, and I used my straight edge to tear it nice and neat so it would be like a frame. And this is just a loose sheet of paper that I cut from when I did like a Prima doll stamp and colored her. This was the leftover piece. So I just thought, well, it's a loose piece. I think I'll just play with that. So after I painted that and then added some water and blended those colors, I took the tissue paper that I treated and stuck it on there with some Mod Podge. And then I just used a piece of wax paper just to press it down, so because my hands were so sticky already. Because I made tissue paper today, like parchment paper with stuff in between it. It's pretty cool. I'll try and get that video up eventually too. So Mod Podge to put it down, and then Mod Podge on top, seal it in. It was the first time I really used those paint dabbers with the different colors and stuff. Other than like the black and white and stuff like that, I really liked them. It's pretty bold colors. And what I'm doing there with the sponge is I'm just, you can get a little bit of texture with the Mod Podge if you peek it a little bit. So I just kind of dab it because I wanted it to have a little bit of rough texture. I didn't want it to be all smooth or have the lines or anything like that. I just wanted it to be a little bit rough. And then when you squish it on there like that with the sponge, it makes little bubbles, so it gives it some texture. So after that dried, I'm just showing you the flowers that I'm going to use. That's the color that they started off, real pale blue and pale orange, and that wasn't going to fit. But I wound up using the turquoise, vibrant turquoise, and sunshine, I think, for the flowers, and then lemon zest for the cherry blossom. Start off as white, and I just sprayed them. And that is pearls, liquid pearls. And I use liquid pearls to highlight the stamens in the, I think they're called stamens, in the cherry blossoms. So, and I just did all that. I just sprayed them and then dried them. Really nothing big. And then those are just the stems from the cherry blossoms that I'm using for the stem for my flower. I have no idea what kind of flowers they are. These are, they're Kelly flowers, because they don't really look like anything. But I liked them. Thought it was cool. So I'm just messing with the petals, trying to get them to see where I want to lay it out. Thinking. Thinking. Okay, get my stems down. So my hot glue gun. I don't know what the deal is with that gun. I'm so sick of buying glue guns, for real. If you guys know of like the best one, it's a Surebond one. But even when I got it, the switch was broken inside. Straight out of the packet it was broken. I bought it from Joann's. And I love the tip, but it doesn't come out. It's like forever to get the glue to come out. Sometimes it comes out and sometimes it doesn't, so very annoying. But I like the fine tip, so that's why I got that one. But anyway, enough complaining. So that's just, again, the wire from that I cut off of my cherry blossoms that I stained with the lemon zest Dilutions ink. And I'm just gluing stuff down. Boring. I wasn't scared. I just did it. Glue strings everywhere. Just picking up some glue strings there. I'm figuring out how I want to lay out my flower. And the turquoise one is like barely together, so I'll get frustrated with it here in a little bit and rip it apart and just use it petal by petal. After I burn myself. Ouch. There you go. Stupid petals, they were like barely hanging on. I really like how this one turned out. I enjoyed doing it. I made all kinds of weird things today. Did the paper, like 2 pieces of tissue paper, like a really big piece. So I laid down a piece of tissue paper and then I put a bunch of texture stuff on top and then laid another piece on top of it. And it turned out pretty cool. Looks like parchment paper. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it on. That's something. Okay, and that is the green dilutions. I think it's lettuce. I can't remember. I've got everything put away. It took me forever to get it put away. I'm leaving it there. It's dilutions, the green one. So, and that's just a paper border that I had in one of the paper stacks that I have. And it was green, but it wasn't quite the green I wanted. And this really wasn't it either, but I went with it. So what I'm going to do with these pages, because I really like working with this size, I'm going to get some more paper and cut it to this size, and I'm actually going to put it in a binder where I have a lot of room, because I like to add like embellishments to my, I can't help it, I like to add chunky stuff to my art journals, and it's hard to do that in a book, but I like that it's loose and I can work with it that way and not worry about damaging other pages. So I think I'm going to start another art journal book and use some loose papers like this one. So I just gave that some texture and dimension, accordion type looking thing, just at the bottom. Just stuck some hot glue in there where it needed it. And then just added some archival ink just to kind of pop it out a little bit. Then I grabbed some gesso and toned down my flowers just a little bit. Just put it on my finger and smeared it on here and there. And there was still a little bit of the vibrant turquoise dilutions on my finger, just stained on it. So when I get the gesso on there, it picks that up, and then it also picked up the vibrant turquoise from the flowers. So it added a nice touch to it. I liked it once it dried. Looked good. Then I just have, there's a Martha Stewart embellishment there, and or that butterfly punch, and I just threw some dilutions on there and some green and some blue. And then that is just a chipboard embossed embellishment that I've had for a long time in my stash. And again, I used some dilutions on it and then added some gesso to it. And I'm going to layer it with that other Martha Stewart punched butterfly. I added that bright orange dabber paint to it, and I think some yellow too, and then I just barely dabbed on some gesso. And just frame in the butterfly there. And then I'm just showing you I did liquid pearls, just like streams dropping down from the flowers. I don't know why I did that, I just felt like doing it. Like the seeds were falling down. I was thinking about putting that little bird, you can see it on the desk. There's a little brown bird. It's a Martha Stewart clay bird that I made with her mold. And I was thinking about using that, but the scale was just not right. So it wasn't working. So that's Stardust Stickles. I'm putting it on the butterfly. And I'm just smearing it on with my finger, and then I'm just dabbing it on the top of the other one. I think that's the one finger I had that didn't have Dilutions ink all over it. Stupid glue gun. I wound up having to re-glue that down because the glue was, it didn't stick. So. Okay, and I'm going to put it right there. And there's a Fisker's stamp set that I have. I'm going to stamp a word on there. This one is called Delightful. And I just took the liquid pearls again and made the body of the butterfly. Just to stripe right up the butterfly right there. Then I used that Delightful stamp. And first I was like, you know, I wanted it just right on there. But then I thought, well, the paper's kind of warped. It probably won't stamp even. So maybe I'll try stamping it on some cardstock that I had. So, and once I did that, I wound up not really liking that. And wound up stamping it straight on the project, but it's good to stamp it a couple times just to get it out, like all the uneven pieces. I don't know, stamping it twice, that's just my rule. I stamp it twice and then I stamp it good to go. And the way my hands shake so much lately, it's like I gotta like pound it down. Once I know where I want it, I gotta hurry up and get it down, otherwise I'm gonna wiggle it. I think we all have our challenges with stamping. And I wound up going on a little crooked, or at least it looks crooked, but it could be because the background was off, but I was happy with the vibrant dark stamp on there. Crooked or not, we made it work. I haven't been feeling very well. I'm sorry I'm so boring, but have not been feeling too hot. And today I'm feeling a little bit better. And by the time I get around to doing this, it's pretty late. Thinking fingers. Tapping on the desk. That's just my Adirondack black dabber thingamajigger paint. I'm just rubbing it on there. I just wanted it framed a little bit on the outside, real subtle. And I'm messing around with those little ribbons. I just tied in a knot. And I go back and forth, and in the still pictures you'll see what wind up happening. I hem and haw over things. Can't decide. Just glue it down and go with it. And I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking. Nope. No, not gonna do it. Maybe there? Maybe the bird? Nope. Nope. Maybe a yellow one. Wait, this one has polka dots. Maybe this one will look different. It's still stupid. It doesn't work. Kelly, stop. I'm fussing over it, and then I just said, you know what, just be done. But then I realized that I do need to glue down, and I sped this up really fast, so I'm just gluing down each little petal because it was just kind of flopping there. So I just had to give it a little bit of glue. Glue it down to the page. And then I'm still thinking, what am I going to do? Don't do that. That looks ridiculous. No, just be done. Enough is enough. And then I said that was it. But then after, I did actually add that little ribbon and an extra butterfly. So, so hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching, being silly with me. And hope it inspired you to get your art journal on. Alright, thanks guys.